Morning, folks.
Well, today we're doing a questions and answers video. A little while ago, I put a comment on our community page asking for questions about our motorhoming life, if you like.
Yeah.
And a lot of people put questions on there. Then other people sent us an email, didn't they?
Yeah.
So we've got them all together now. We had quite a few, didn't we? But we've just chosen a few out of them because the video would go on too long.
It would go on for hours and hours. Yes.
So we're going to get started. So this is a questions and answers video. Okay, Tony's going to ask the questions and I'll answer them.
That's a good idea,
Yeah.
I got the easy bit.
Yeah.
Okay, this is from Hayley.
Okay.
And she's got two questions. The first one is, why did you go for a motorhome rather than a campervan?
Right, well, I can answer that. We had looked at campervans and we had looked at motorhomes.
Yeah.
We didn't want a big motorhome, I think, as we've said before. On a small campervan, the cushions are falling down. On a small campervan, when you go inside, the gangways are rather narrow, and we found trying to pass each other rather difficult.
Yeah.
And then
we found a good balance, didn't we? Because this motorhome is only 6 meters, but it's quite wide, and it's got what we were looking for, which is a separate shower.
That's right. So we've got a bathroom, if you like, and it runs across the back.
So it's a nice balance.
Yes. We liked the layout of it, didn't we?
Yeah, that's what sold it as. Yeah.
So that is the reason why we didn't feel campervans there was enough room in them for us, and the shower facilities weren't big enough, were they? They're only you get a combined shower.
Yeah, but everybody's different.
This is just our opinion. Yeah. Okay, that's number one.
A second question from Hayley. Do you think you will ever make it abroad in the motorhome?
Oh, right. Well, we've only been motorhoming just 2 years.
And we've never been camping or caravanning, so there's a lot of the UK to explore. Yeah. And basically that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah,
first.
So we're doing that first.
Yeah.
In September we are going up to Scotland, and I know that is, we've been to Scotland in our car, but never in the motorhome. So that is our first longest trip away.
Yeah, we're away for 10 days.
Yes.
And we're doing the west coast of Scotland.
Yes.
So that will be our furthest round trip.
Yeah. But you never know, next year we may
possibly
decide to go abroad.
Watch this space.
Yes, so watch this space.
Right. Okay. This question is from...
Excuse me, I've just got to get my coffee.
Linda. Hello, Julie and Tony. Love watching your videos. I love the flying adventures too. All right. Thank you very much, Linda. I wonder, do you do a lot of cooking in your van? I always say I will, then somehow end up eating out instead or quickly microwaving a ready meal.
Right. Well, Linda, what we tend to do is fairly quick meals, to be honest. We do things like pasta and pizzas. Those sort of things.
Steaks sometimes.
Yeah, steaks if we can cook outside steaks.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of cooking and making
a mess.
Making a mess or smells. I can't stand smells that linger.
No.
So
we don't have any curry.
No, we do not. Not in this van anyway.
Unfortunately.
Anyway, so if Tony wants to do something like that, that's fine. Do it outside. We've got an induction hob. We don't have a barbecue as yet. Yeah. We've been looking at Bob Earnshaw's, and it's only a little Kadak, so we might get one of those. But we do cook outside, so if we want to do steak, Tony will do it outside. I'm not keen on cooking in the van, making lots of cooking smells, I'm afraid, and then it all gets into your furniture, and you've got the smell then for the rest of the day, and when you wake up the next morning.
But we do like walking to a local pub or a cafe and having a lunchtime meal or an evening meal. So that's what we tend to do at least one of the nights that we stay.
We do.
Yeah.
So that's that question.
Okay, this is from Katrina.
Right.
Hi, Julie and Tony. Where's your most disappointing travel experience been to? I.e., not a great pitch or poor facilities or the road you travelled on. Okay.
Right, well, I can only really think of one place.
I know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Wales.
Yeah, we went to Barmouth.
Yeah.
And
that was last August, wasn't it?
Yeah, the pitch was all right, but I thought we got a fully serviced pitch, but we hadn't. It just meant there was water on the pitch. So we filled the tank up, obviously, with wastewater, and we hadn't got a waste master at the time. So Tony says, you can't really have another shower because we were only there 2 nights, weren't we, or 3 nights?
2 nights, yeah.
And he says because otherwise it's going to overflow, and we've got to put everything away and move the van, and we got the awning out and everything. So I said, right, okay, I'll go to the facilities. So I went to the facilities. I was really disappointed. They were not very nice at all. And after having a shower, on my way out, as I was greeted with a man coming in, and he was a male warden, and he went, oh, it's all right, I'm just coming in to see...
To check for men.
Yeah, if there's any men in here. Yeah. And all I can think about is that because it was a very, very busy site, when they close off the facilities to clean, men might be going into the ladies, because I think they used to clean the men's and shut them off, and then the ladies were still open, so they do one at a time. And I think some of the men used to go and use the ladies'
so
facilities.
That's put you off, hasn't it?
So that has really put me off. So,
which is unfortunate, because most sites have wonderful facilities.
Yeah, they do.
But that one,
it wasn't good.
It wasn't good. No.
But there you go.
Yeah,
so that's one thing that was not very good about that campsite.
Yeah. Okay, shall we do another one?
Yeah.
Right, this is from Anita.
Hi, Anita.
Hi, Anita. Do you have a name for your motorhome? Yeah.
We do. I mean, it's me that's called it this. Tony thinks I'm crazy. Yeah. But I called it Dinky because it is dinky. It's a dinky little van.
It's like a dinky toy, isn't it?
Yeah. And I called it that because it's cute and because it's small. And that's its name.
Okay. Right, this is from Steve. What's the most
Hi, Steve.
and least expensive site you've stayed on?
Well, the most expensive site, I'm sure, would either be Kettleby Lakes. They're quite expensive, aren't they? Yeah. Or Oxenhall.
Yeah.
Because they're 5-star sites.
Yeah, I mean, Kettleby Lakes, even though it's expensive, we do love it there.
But what makes it expensive is the fact that we're having a fully serviced pitch. I think all the pitches are, though, aren't they, there?
Plus the size of the pitches as well. They are big. So I suppose you get what you pay for.
That's right.
Yeah. Right. This is from Chris. How long have you been motorhoming?
Well, we've only been motorhoming since we bought this motorhome. So we bought this in 2022. Yeah, so that's 2 years.
Yeah.
Just 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. Okay, this is from Derek. What inspired you to start motorhoming?
I had retired through ill health, hadn't I?
Yeah, about 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah, so I sat doing a lot of research. We'd been chatting about, it'd be ideal to get a motorhome, because I'd been watching YouTube channels, and the YouTube channels I watched was Bob Earnshaw and Posh Cats Camping. And I said, oh, I'd love a motorhome. And then Tony started watching, and he said, oh yeah, well, that'd be great, wouldn't it? We could get out and about, whatever. And I think because there was the COVID element in the background as well, it made me very, very nervous about mixing with a lot of people, didn't it? So we thought this was ideal.
So after COVID, I got the opportunity to retire, which was in 2021, and then we seriously started looking for a motorhome. Yeah,
so we ordered this in 2021, but it took a year to get it
because of the COVID effect, I suppose, lack of parts. etc. Yeah.
So that's really why we started to do it, isn't it? And I mean, I've had holidays in caravans when I was a young girl, and loved it, just loved it. But Mum and Dad never had a caravan. We just went away and stayed in caravans. But I always liked that sort of a holiday.
Yeah.
I've not been one for going in tents and things like that. So we've jumped straight from going on ordinary holidays, haven't we, to a motorhome, and we love it.
Yeah. Okay. Another question from Susan. What are the essential features you looked for in a motorhome?
Oh, well, this is quite easy. The layout.
Yeah.
We like the layout of this motorhome.
And we did look at quite a lot.
Yes, we did. We researched for a long while, didn't we? And also, obviously, the layout of it, we've got bench seats that make into a double bed, or you can keep them as single. So we keep them as single. And then the bathroom that runs across the back of the van.
Has got a separate shower and toilet.
So that's ideal.
Yeah, which for a small van was quite unique.
Yes, there's not many that have got that, is there?
No, so that's what attracted us to the Aldis 105, Okay, a question from John. Do you prefer staying on campsites or off-grid?
I myself prefer staying on campsites. I like the fact that you've got water on your pitch and electricity.
All the luxuries.
Yeah, and you can use most things without worrying about anything. We have stayed off grid a few times
at rallies,
but only at rallies, and that's usually Posh Cats camping rallies, and we don't feel so worried about it there because we're surrounded by YouTube friends and we know that if anything happens...
Yeah, so it's not really in the wild.
No,
it's not wild camping.
No, we wouldn't do that, I don't think.
So we haven't been wild camping.
No. Whether we do in the future is another thing. But at the moment, as I say, being 2 years into motorhoming, we're not brave enough really, are we?
No. That's answered that question.
Yeah.
Right. One here from Rebecca. How do you plan your trips?
Right. Well, we decide where we would like to go, the area that we would like to go, and then I start researching it by
the different campsites.
Yeah, looking on the club sites, i.e. Caravan and Motorhome club site or Caravan and Camping club sites.
Which we're members of,
And also Tranquil Parks, because we do a few Tranquil Parks. And then I look where they are in that area, or if there is anywhere in that area. And then we have a discussion about it.
Yeah, research it. And
then
we try and
book them.
Yeah, campsites where it's within walking distance of facilities, don't we? Or we try.
Yes. Yeah, we try to get somewhere where there is a walk to a pub or a village for a coffee, or, I don't know, to a garden centre. We try to make sure there's a dog walk, and it's got to be friendly for Archie, obviously. And then if there's any bus stops outside the campsite, so if we wanted to, we could go a run without taking the motorhome out. I mean, we have taken the motorhome out, but sometimes, once you've set it all up and you've got things out,
you can't be bothered to.
We sometimes think, I've got to put everything back just to go down the road.
It's
that attitude, isn't it? Sometimes.
But like I say, we have taken the motorhome out, and being 6 metres, it's relatively
it's easy to park
in in a normal car park.
Yeah, it is.
Right. A question here from Becky. How do you handle waste disposal and water refills? Okay.
Right. Well, when we go on a campsite, if we're not on a fully serviced pitch, then we fill up with water on arrival.
We fill it right up with water.
Yeah, at the motorhome service point.
Yeah, and that normally lasts us a couple of days.
Yeah, but if we're on a fully serviced pitch, you've got the water actually on the pitch. So Tony will just put the hose pipe to the tap, fill it up, and then we can just keep topping it up. If we haven't got that pitch and the water runs down a bit, then Tony usually goes and fills it up, don't you, by bucket or
the watering can,
whatever.
And we've also got a waste master.
Yes.
For wastewater. Say we're stopping quite a few nights, we'll tend to empty that into the waste master every couple of nights.
And, that's if we're not on fully serviced. If it's fully serviced, we have the collapsed pipes that run into the drain. If we're not on fully serviced, then we use the waste master. I mean, it's not the massive waste master, it's only a short, little one, isn't it?
Yeah, just to ease the waste tank, really. Make sure it doesn't fill.
Keep a check on how. It's usually when I've had a shower.
You fill it up, don't you?
I fill it up with shower water.
A question here from Tracey. Do you have any tips for staying organised in a small space?
Yes.
Well, you're neat and tidy anyway, aren't you?
Yeah, but I mean, because our van is so small, you cannot leave stuff everywhere.
No,
you can't, because
there's a place for everything in this van.
you know, if you did that, you wouldn't be able to sit down. So you know, I have little containers for various things, and we know where everything goes. And so if we've used something, then it goes back to that place. You know, we do try to keep everything in order, don't we?
And
it's all about keeping things tidy. You just,
and it's an original space, basically.
Yeah, we don't sort of leave something out and think, oh, that can stay there. You know, we make sure after we've used it, they're put back where we keep them.
Yes, otherwise when we set off they'll be rattling all over the place.
Yeah, that's true.
A question here from George. How do you stay connected to the internet while on the road?
Well, we did have a Huawei, didn't we?
Yeah.
But after a short time it decided to pack up. It was really good as well. So then I did a little bit of research again, and then I thought Bob Earnshaw had a Netgear, and he gave some good results with that. So I thought, I'm going to get one, and we didn't buy a brand new one, we just went for a refurbished one. So we've got the Netgear 1, and it's brilliant. We couldn't believe it, could we?
Yeah, it connects.
It connects just like that.
It is good.
I mean, obviously, if you're in a forest campsite or something, it wouldn't be very good, would it? But generally, wherever we've gone, we're able to pick up Wi-Fi.
We haven't got an external aerial around.
No.
So
it just connects.
So it's
very good.
It seems to be good. That one. That's it.
Is that it? Oh, I was just getting going. I was really enjoying that, everybody. Well, that's it then, everybody. Thank you. Thank you very much for putting your questions in an email to us and on our community page. We may do another one. You know, in a few months' time.
Hope it's informative to everyone.
I hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. So bye, everyone.
Bye for now.
Bye.